the sport. Paul Bunyan's axe stands tall as the prize for the game we have today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Minnesota's offense will have the opening possession of the game. A ton of classic finishes in this storied rivalry. Wisconsin won a tight game a year ago.
And that means so much to the fan base. It doesn't matter what the score was, but winning Paul Bunyan's axe. You might score 6 points. Their fans have been smiling, they've been laughing, they've been celebrating for 365 days, and they want to do it for a whole nother year.
No doubt. And listen, in rivalry games, I know it sounds stupid, but you can't throw out the record because the emotion runs deep. People remember this year after year. Who won the Paul Bunyan axe? This will be a big day to try to regain that axe again.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They go to the ground. Got room to work. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but their defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in their step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. And this offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Makes a man miss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they strike first. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fuentes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to...
Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That running game was impressive. Turning it on! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Massey. Quickly out to the tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time. First meeting way back in 1890. This is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always had national championship implications or Heisman Trophy implications necessarily, this game defines what's so great about college football. It's the rivalries, right? You don't have to be necessarily a fan of either of these two schools, but appreciating the history, I think, is what makes this game so unique.
Yeah.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab on the left side. Sprinting away. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hand off from the shotgun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Massey. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. All this intensity, all this build-up for an axe. What kind of axe do you have at your place, Dave? Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Badgers are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Badgers with the 1st and 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive.
And they will score. Touchdown, Badgers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Massey. Makes the grab. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! A great catch and run for 6. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw, it's Massey. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch called for and made. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Badgers will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Badgers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Gonna run it. It's Douglas. Got the first down and more. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Looking to throw, it's Massey. It's complete.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. He wants to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And some room to work. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. Floats it out in space. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Scanning the field, it's Massey. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Golden Gophers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here's the pressure. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away first, and will start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense.
Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Lining up to convert third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the right. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
Converts on fourth down, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Lofts one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Massey. Got his man down the middle. Running through contact. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out. It's tight windows. Really nice job.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Off the RPO, complete. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Back to throw, it's Massey. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's got it. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
To throw, it's Massey. Got out of trouble and throws. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post.
Unleashes one deep. can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver.
Breaks into the open. He'll work his way down to the 28. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Give to the running back. Just ran over him. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Badger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Badgers look as if they're ready to start swinging that axe with authority as they're starting to thump the Gophers.
Well, I think Wisconsin knew coming into this game they needed to be the more physically dominant team. And, David, it seemed like it's been that way so far.
Yeah, and that's where it's good to have to be able to lean on. Even in rivalry games with high emotions, when you know who you are and you're physical and you can be the more physical team, you can get the lead. Now, just got to hang on to it and finish the drill.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Snags it over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Massey. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Shotgun snap on third down. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. And they failed to hook up on third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the field.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Wisconsin has Paul Bunyan's axe. Goalposts have been figuratively chopped down, and the Gophers have been literally chopped down. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.